Ladies and gentlemen, from all houses to all towns and all states in these United States in between, you know him, you love him, give it up one more time for the Mad Trucker. What's up, baby? It's me. That's right, me, the Mad Trucker, coming to you live and direct from the inside of this gigantic commercial motor vehicle. Well, the camera's back on, so it must be something on my mind that's bothering me. And I'm gonna tell you what's bothering me. Everybody running their damn mouth. All these politicians running their mouth like they always do, talking about shit they gonna do that ain't gonna happen. And nobody really wants to address the white elephant that's in the room. And that white elephant is white supremacy. And when I talk about white supremacy, I'm not talking about all white people, because all white people are not white supremacists. Matter of fact, if you want to be truthful about the matter, white supremacy is a mindset. It's a thought process. There are more black white supremacists than white supremacists. You know what I'm saying? And the victims of white supremacy is all of us. Everybody's a victim of white people, black people, people of color, people that are white. We're all victims of this shit because we all suffer under the consequences of it. You know, we have a country right now that has a president that ran on a campaign slogan, "Let's make America great again." See, now, I wouldn't have had a problem with that shit if they wouldn't have added the word again. Okay, well, ask yourself this question. How is that not a racist statement? When has America ever been great for colored people? When? When did this goddamn miracle happen? Okay? So when you say, let's make America great again, okay, you're talking about, when was America great? Okay, when they brought us over here in chains and treated us like animals, was it great then? When they used to hang us from trees and castrate us, that's when America was great for people to look like me? You're talking about making it great again. That means you want to go back to those days, right? When you could just go out and lynch a black person because it makes you feel good. So, this is my message to all of you guys out there that want to support Donald Trump and his racist, satanic agenda, because it is satanic. And I'm going to prove all of that with logic. You know, you're a racist. You're a Satanist. And I'm a racist against racists. In other words, if you're a racist, I don't care if you're colored or not colored. I don't like you. Don't, click off my video. Go beat off to Adolf Hitler. I don't care what you do, but don't even come around me. But there's hope for you if you change your rat suit maggot-eating ways and admit to the truth. Because the truth is, America has never been great for people of color. Was it great when they put all of the Japanese in concentration camps over there in California? Was great then? Was it great when they slaved, people that look like me for free? And then you all motherfuckers want to talk about a race card. Let me tell you something. Use a little common sense. If we're playing a card game, I can only play the cards that you deal me, motherfucker. How we playing spades and you my partner, and I'm gonna call 5 books, but I only see 2 of them in my hand, no possibles. I can only play that hand, right? And it's a deck that white supremacists printed. But now, okay, yeah, they killed that man because, oh, you're pulling a race card. Well, that's the card you dealt me, motherfucker. What other card I'm gonna play? They're not doing, rich white people like that. They're not doing people that live in Beverly Hills. They get a police call. Police don't come in shooting guns blazing and shit like they did Brianna. They don't do that shit. Some rich motherfucker standing on Rodeo Drive, coming out of motherfucking Gucci. They ain't asking, can I see your receipt? Cop come running up to you. All right, you better show a receipt. You don't see rich people in these affluent neighborhoods getting choked out with the knees on the goddamn neck until they cease to exist. You don't see it. So don't come to me with this race card shit, because I'm only playing the cards that I've been dealt. And see, it's a card, and the whole goddamn game is rigged. Nobody wants to talk about white supremacy. And that's the problem in this country. Matter of fact, it's not just the problem in this country, it's the problem with the world, okay? This concept, because you're born a certain color, you're privileged. And I'm gonna tell you what white supremacy is. It has nothing to do with white skin. White supremacy is this, and I think Nearly Fuller Jr., I think that's his name. He put it best. White supremacy is this. I tell you what to do. Right or wrong, I'm going to tell you what to do. But you don't tell me shit. You don't tell me shit. You can't tell me to do shit. I'm going to tell you what to do. And if you don't, I'll cut off your goddamn head and come after your mama next. That's white supremacy. Okay? And we have people that are victims of white supremacy supporting it. Make America great again. That's the most racist thing I've ever heard in my motherfucking life. It's racist. Again, so now that I proved that that's a racist statement, I'm going to show you how the current president is a Satanist. Okay? There's nothing Christ-like about how he conducts himself. He was in cahoots with Jerry Epstein, a known pedophile. Used to pimp 13-year-old girls out. Matter of fact, there's video footage on this YouTube that you can pull up with Donald Trump buddying up with this guy. Matter of fact, he flip-flopped on the man. Oh, well, he's a great guy. And then they say, oh, well, he's in a lot of hot water, Mr. President. Oh, I never liked him. Matter of fact, I threw him out one time. Really? Really? See, a Satanist will lie because the devil is a lie. And all he does is lie. Now, if you support a racist, satanistic person like Donald Trump, you cannot claim, I don't care how many black friends you have, how many colored friends you have, you're a racist. And I'm going to call you for what you are. And I'm talking about this white elephant in the room. And that's white supremacy. That's what you are. You're a white supremacist. That's what it is. By logic. You know? And just because you were programmed a certain way doesn't mean you can't deprogram yourself of all the bullshit lies that you've been told your whole life. Because mama told you, because daddy told you. Well, if mama and daddy didn't raise you right, then fuck mama and daddy. If your mama and daddy raised you to believe that you're special because of the color of your skin and everybody is underneath you and it's your job to make sure that they stay impoverished and disenfranchised, then your mother's a whore. I'm not saying that as an insult, but as an observational statement. You see, a whore is a woman who doesn't have any respect for herself, to the point where she'll suck a canine off until it ejaculates down her throat for 2 pennies and really don't even want the 2 pennies that you give her when she's finished. Now, if she so happens to get impregnated with a child, she cannot teach that child respect for others. She can't teach that child empathy for others because she don't have no respect for herself. And she can't teach somebody something that she don't know nothing about. And in that note, they go step to talk about your father. You see, at that point, when he see that the mama not teaching their son or daughter, you know, any respect for themselves or nobody else, he's supposed to step in and say, hey son, hey daughter, that's disrespectful. You don't do that. You don't talk to people you don't know like that. You don't judge people on the basis of the color of their skin. You wait until they open their mouth and give you a reason not to like them before you go off like that. That's not how you live, son. That's not right. That means that your daddy's not half the man that your mama is, and your mama being a whore. He ain't half the man a whore is. That's logical deduction. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, it's like you can never get justice in an unjust system. You know, John Lewis, God bless the man. You know what I'm saying? I take his stance. I don't want my freedom gradually. Motherfucker, I want it all, and I want it right now because I was born in a prison. If you're a colored person in America, if you're a colored person anywhere in the world, you're born in a prison. I got that from I forgot who said it, but it's true. Because if you're colored, you're already in a prison. You're guilty until proven innocent. Folks had a right to do and say whatever the fuck they want to you and get away with it. All of these murders that they're happening to you in ghettos, killing each other, they're black people, they're poor people. You ever heard of history repeating itself? That's why he didn't stop the coronavirus, and he could have stopped it. But see, it's history repeating itself. You know, the Aboriginal people that lived in this country they call America, you know, they used to send smallpox-infested meat wrapped in blankets to exterminate them, right? This history repeating itself. He didn't stop this pandemic because he knew it was going to affect poor people. And congratulations, whether you're colored or not, you're a nigger if you live in a low-income part of town. You're a nigger. So he's like, oh, we'll kill all the fucking niggas. Hopefully they'll kill them all off. Because those are going to be the ones that vote me out. Because the only power a poor and disenfranchised person has is their vote. And if they're dead, they can't go to no poll. If I defund the post office and dismantle these machines, they can't count the votes from these poor people that's going to vote me out of office. My chances of winning will be better. See, it's a white supremacist mindset. Because that's what's happening. And all of those that want to deny the shit, oh, he's not. Well, they've never heard him speak. They talking out the side of their neck. They know. You know? And that's what bothers me. I don't care, Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, all of those are labels to keep us separated from recognizing the real white elephant in the room. The real problem with this country is white supremacy, and white supremacy deals with greed. These corporations, right? Because corporations run everything in America. They want to privatize the post office so you can get a latte at the post office while you go buy your stamps. Why would I go pay $12 to ship off a package at FedEx when I go to the post office and send it for $5? See, further disenfranchised poor people. So if you're poor and you're living in America, because there's no more middle class, it's the haves and the have-nots. So when I talk about white supremacy, I'm not talking about all white people. Because like I said, all white people are not white supremacists. Just like everybody that is colored is not down with the NAACP. Okay? You got some black people that are white supremacists. A gangbanger that goes shoot somebody that look just like him in the neighborhood that ain't got shit just like he ain't got shit is supporting white supremacy. They have a white supremacist mindset. Even if they don't want to admit it. They don't want us to come together like butt cheeks and be the shit. They want us to bend over, lift our sacks, spread our cheeks so they can stick a red, white, and blue dick up our ass and tell us to love it. Like LL Cool J in that film, In Too Deep. I'm telling you, I don't know about you, but my shit don't work like that. This ain't no shot at transgender or homosexuals, but what I'm saying is, even a homosexual, he'd be like, hell no, fuck that. You just stick a goddamn dick in your ass sideways. And in conclusion, because I'm at the 12-minute mark, if you vote for Donald Trump, you know, you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're a sexist, because you don't want nobody grabbing your 13-year-old daughter by the pussy, but you're going to vote for one that did. You know what I'm saying? You can investigate all you want. Use YouTube. They got pictures of the motherfucker coverting with that
in
goddamn
half a mile,
pedophile.
turn left onto Louisiana 28 West.
Oh, well, now y'all know where I am. I don't care. Yeah, I'm in Louisiana right now, doing my thing. You know, I work for my living. And they still want to treat me like an animal. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. You vote whoever you want to vote for. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they're not going to count your vote no way. They done fucked off the post office.
Turn left onto Louisiana 28 West.
That's what they're going to do. That's what they're doing. They put who they want to in the office of the presidency. And they only let that president do what the elitists, what the white supremacists that really run shit, let him do. If they don't, they're going to John F. Kennedy
Louisiana 28 West for 32 miles.
And if they don't John F. Kennedy his ass, they're going to Ronald Reagan his ass. Matter of fact, they're going to Ronald Reagan his ass first. If you don't get some act right after that, they're going to JFK that motherfucker. So it's not just Donald Trump. It's all of them. All of them, because none of them talking about the white elephant in the room that affects all of us, colored and non-colored alike. And that white elephant is white supremacy. So until these politicians start talking about white supremacy and not racism, because there's a difference. There's a difference between having a racist mindset and a white supremacist mindset. Both of them go hand in hand. They do. They go hand in hand. In order to be a white supremacist, you got to be a racist. But see, a white supremacist goes a step further because they don't give a fuck about killing their own to achieve their goal. Oh, we're going to have some victims on our side. But never mind that. A Satanist creed is do what thou wilt. That shall be the whole of the law. In other words, do whatever you feel like doing as long as it makes you feel good. No matter who you hurt, it's all right. Well, ain't nothing Christian about that. We got a president talking about grabbing by the pussy. You know, you had this white supremacist kill a non-violent protester. It was the same color he was. And this cocksucker said there were good people on both sides. Really? Really? Man, miss me. And this is to all those who still got a little bit of common sense. You know, that's who this video's for. You got some common sense, you pissed off like me? Okay, cool. You say, oh, what are you doing about it? I'm running my mouth just like the rest of these motherfuckers, but the difference between me and them, I'm telling you the truth. I love you enough to tell you the truth. And I don't care who you are, okay? Colored, non-colored, I'm telling you the truth. And that's the white elephant in the room. And for you to try to sugarcoat or Trump-splain the shit away, the way it's not that way, then you know what? You're lost in the sauce. You're part of the problem. And if you ain't part of the solution, that's exactly what you are, part of the motherfucking problem. That nobody wants to talk about. You talk about gun control, climate change, all of this stuff, right? But nobody wants to talk about the white supremacist mindset that we program our children in schools to believe. That's why you want to open these schools so bad. Or if they stay at home too long, parents might teach them the truth. Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. Abraham Lincoln never freed the slaves. Okay? And America ain't never been great for nobody that lived in your income bracket. And it's really fucked up if they look like me. You better get them in school. You better start teaching them civics. Oh, correction. Government. They don't want you to know what's in that Constitution anymore. Because all these politicians are wiping their asses with it. Republican and Democrat alike. These motherfuckers in the Democratic Party are so enraged at what Trump is doing, but they're not stopping the shit that he's doing. That lets you know it's bigger than Trump. It's big. It's about as big as an elephant. A white elephant. Nobody wants to talk about it. Well, I'm talking about it. YouTube, they'll probably take this down or monetize it for my language. I put on here, you know, it contains strong language, not for kids. They ain't gonna let me unload this. I'd be surprised if they do. But I'm telling the truth. And I'm pissed off. As an American, as a collegiate scholar, and as a human being, it pisses me off. If it don't piss you off, any little bit of human dignity you have left in your body, it's dead. And that goes in direct correlation with Revelation said. It said, in the last days, the dead shall walk the earth. There's a whole bunch of dead motherfuckers I see every day with these MAGA hats on and Trump in 2020 waving these flags and shit. They're dead. They don't have no sense of humanity. You know, you don't want to talk about George Floyd. But say, oh, you're just pulling the race card. No, we only play the cards that you dealt us. And the goddamn game was rigged and the deck was fixed from the giddy up. Okay? Since the Crusades. That's how long the concept of a race been going around. Since the Crusades. When they painted Jesus white. God white. And everything white. And you read the description right there in Revelation and in Isaiah. It says hair like wool. Skin like bronze, right? That's why the Klan burn crosses. Because they know the truth. They don't want salvation. Because the white supremacist is not only at war with poor people, try to use them and manipulate. They're at war with the creator of everything seen and unseen, known and unknown. And see, they're going to find out soon enough their arms are too short to box with the Most High God. Too short. Can't do it. I'm telling you. You might think you with it. I'm going to tell, Donald Trump, your Lord and Master, Beelzebub, you tell that motherfucker from the Mad Trucker, he's lost before he already started because it's foretold he done lost already. And my question, the question I pose to you good people that want to look at this video production that I'm putting down, what God do you serve? What God do you serve? I ain't talking about religion. What God do you serve? Talk about gun control. You really want to talk about gun control? Let's start with these police departments and these sheriff departments that operate without impunity. that go into courtrooms and lie in front of judges and get people incarcerated for 9 crimes. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how they build more prisons than they do schools that teach true history to the children. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how everybody wants to complain about money spent on entitlement programs like welfare, Social Security, but nobody wants to touch all the billions and trillions of dollars they dump into NASA every fucking year. They won't talk about that. And our taxes pay that shit. The elite don't pay taxes. Not like we do. Poor people do. Ain't no middle class. You're either poor or you ain't. And just because you have a job, you work a 9 to 5, you have a nice little house, a nice little car, doesn't mean you're not poor. Ain't no middle class no more. It's the haves and the have-nots. And that's the real war. The war is inside of each and every one of you. Get up off your fucking ass. Go cast a vote. And whoever you vote for, just know the person you support is a direct reflection of you. Because if they weren't, you wouldn't vote for them. That's all I got. I'm at the 21-minute mark. And I'm going to sign this off. I know this is my therapy. I feel a little bit better, but I ain't going to really feel better until everybody's free. And we all slaves. Colored and non-colored alike to a system of white supremacy. Until that white supremacy is annihilated, wiped off the face of the planet, because that is the devil. I ain't gonna feel better. When they can pull me over just because I'm driving a BMW and not tell me why they stopped me and talk to me like I'm a ward of the state. I ain't gonna feel better. Stop anybody look like me just because they feel like it. You ain't speeding, you ain't swerving, got insurance, license, registration, but they see that, okay, you a different color. Oh, he's white, so I'm gonna go fuck with him. Or he's black, because I'm gonna go fuck with him. Okay? Fuck that. This me. That's all I'm saying. Tired of these white supremacists running around here with these MAGA hats, talking shit about pulling a race card, talking shit about, oh, you need to get a job, and this, that, and the other. And they don't know they victims. And they're contributing to their own demise. And on that note, man, to all my truckers and truckettes out there, all my professional commodities relocation specialists, keep all 18 on the ground. Arrive there safe and sound. Keep the shiny side up and the dull side down. You don't need no watch. You got a log book. You know exactly what time it is. Shalom. I'm showing up trying to get me some.